जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। My humble pranams to Most Revered President Maharaj, all the Vice President Maharajis, the General Secretary Maharaj, Assistant GS Maharajis, all the other elderly monks present here. My namaskars to all other brother monks and brahmacharis, and my namaskars to Swami Shastragnanji on the dais and Shri V. Srinivas from Mumbai, who are part of this panel of this fourth session. Offer my pranams to the holy trio, Shri Ramakrishna, Mother and Swamiji, and all other great acharyas for blessing us to search for truth and to inspire us in our sadhana. To speak on this topic, who am I, especially after lunch, where your mind is on Madhya Pradesh, which is your stomach, and the Uttar Pradesh will be going back slowly, 2:30, 2:40, 3 o'clock, and it's very nice weather inside, outside. Hopefully you will keep your eyes opened and do not try to sleep with your eyes opened. And if you want to sleep, sleep silently, don't make sound. Others should not be disturbed by your sleep. Then you will understand who am I at 5 o'clock. Because at 5 o'clock, you will have to go out and come. So it's a very technical topic, but I'm not going to technicalities because of the mixed audience from all over the country. I'm just going to give you some hints and examples on how you can think about this subject when you go back home. As you are here for the conclusion ceremony of the 125th anniversary of the Ramakrishna Martin Mission, or Ramakrishna Mission in particular, and what a grand way to conclude the 1 year celebrations or more in the precincts of this holiest of holies, Belur Mutt, where Swamiji himself lived, walked, and established the center. The administration goes on from here, the spiritual vibrations goes on from here all over the world. And all of you coming from maybe north, east, west, south, 1,600 plus, the local delegates and the non and residential delegates, make best use of the opportunity that you are till tonight. Draw the best possible inspiration, absorption, and go back home to do something solid, constructive, and positive for yourself. From yesterday, you have been hearing series of lectures on different topics of Swamiji till 12:45 today. But it all boils down to YOU. You are important. Your cooperation, coordination of the mind and heart are important. Sometimes the mind becomes complacent. It becomes like frog in the well. Swamiji's story, you might have read, 15th September 1893 in Chicago, frog in the well, why we disagree, etc. And sometimes our mind plays football with us, takes us somewhere and leaves us. So you have to train the mind, clean the mind, purify the mind, and make the mind a wonderful instrument of search of this question, who am I? The question was aroused from the great Ramana Maharshi in Tiruvannamalai in Tamil Nadu when he said, Nan Yar. Go and sit quietly in a beautiful place, quiet place, and ask the question, Nan Yar, who am I? People used to come with hundreds and hundreds of questions, written down questions. Scholars used to come. He never answered much. He said, sit down and think, who am I? Layer after layer of the body-mind complex which is burdening you, which is troubling you, which is strangulating you, will be loosened, will be free. And slowly the answer rises, I am that. What is that, etc., is referred to the scriptures. Let it be Vakyavritti, let it be Laghu Vakyavritti, let it be Aparokshanabhuti, let it be Shankara's Nirvanashtakam, let it be any other Bhagavad Gita and others. It boils down to Nanyar, who am I? Amike. So my dear friends, in the introduction, I will just place some things before you so that you will not go into sleep. This is my greatest challenge, to understand who am I. But go back to Sri Ramakrishna's stories of a poor man who got up in the middle of the night. He has some very good habit of smoking a cigarette in the night. Anytime he gets up, he wants to light up a cigarette. But that day he forgot his matchbox, or the matchbox was empty. Desperate, addicted to smoking. At any cost, I have to light up my cigarette. Matchbox is not there. In the middle of the night, who will give? But he thought, let me go to my neighbor's house and search for a matchbox, ask for a matchbox. And in the villages, dark night, no street light, there will be a lantern outside, hanging to the small pole, with a tiny flame. Whoever wants to go out for bathing or washing or any other purpose, they can use that lantern, kerosene lantern. He takes that kerosene lantern, increases the flame, and holding it in the left hand, he goes to the neighbor house for a matchbox. Do you think neighbor gave him matchbox? No. He came and gave him 2 slaps. You fool! Holding a light in your hand, you have come for a matchbox to my house? Why don't you use that light? And at that time he realized, I am sorry, sir. Thank you, sir. Sri Ramakrishna says that is our human mind. We are having the light, we are having the power, we are having the potentiality, we have the capacity, but we have become beggar princes. We are borrowing light from somebody, we are borrowing a job from somebody, we are borrowing money from somebody. Trailokyame tadakilam tavapadamule, Swamiji writes, Kim nama rodashi sakhe, tvai sarva shaktihi, amantrayasva bhagavan bhagadaswarupam, Trailokyame tadakilam tavapadamule. So what? Why will the 3 worlds come and sit at my feet? Atmaivahi prabhavati nah jada kadachit. The Atman alone predominates, not this material world, not this Jagat which is temporary. Atmaivahi prabhavati, that you are. Swami Vivekananda was not tired of speaking this again and again from every rooftop in the country and also in the West. So who am I comes down to this point. The potential of the average person is like a huge ocean unsailed, a new continent unexplored, a world of possibilities waiting to be channeled towards some great good. That energy inside, that Shakti inside, that concentration inside is all locked up today. From childhood upward, this is the problem. Swamiji mentions in his lectures, the child is taught external mechanism. As a result, he loses the power of internal mechanism. We are drooping in darkness, we are moving in darkness, and thinking that we have got everything. It's a beautiful saying in English where a man was searching for a black cat in a dark room which was not there, and he claims that he got it. This is the problem. Kalam Vidalchilo, এটা কালো ঘরে খুঁজতে খুঁজছে গতকাল আগামীকাল নিউজ পেপারে দিয়েছে আমি ওই কালো বিড়াল পেয়েছি। This is the problem. It is not there. You are searching in the wrong place. You are searching without focus. Here is an ocean. Here is the whole world which can be your feet. Not by power, not by politics, but by your own self. Atmaiva hi prabhavati na jadak kadachit. What was the last message of Bhagavan Buddha to Ananda? Atma Deepo Bhava, Hey Ananda. Oh Ananda, be a lamp unto yourself. You have got the light inside. But today that light is covered. It is covered by so many dark papers. The society is putting so much of pressure on you. The advertisement department is very powerful. It will not allow you to sit quiet till you purchase it. Murge mil gaya unko. You will have to give your ATM card, your Paytm card, your Google Pay. Until the time the advertisement pounds on you and says, you are only a victim or you are only a customer. Buy it from me at any cost. By stealing, by borrowing, by easy monthly installments. This is called hypnotism. Maru Marichika. The dark night clouds over the sky. But look at what Swamiji says. There's so much of energy inside which is like waiting to be channeled, waiting to be released towards some great good. Mark the words potential and possibilities. The great Barack Obama, the American president, when he was the youngest at first time when he was elected as the president of America, mentions this to 400 students in New York school. Look at the word he is also using, potential. What does he say? Focusing your life solely on making a buck shows a certain poverty of ambition. It asks too little of yourself. It is only when you hitch your wagon to something larger than yourself, than your body-mind complex, something larger, something very special, day after day, month after month, you can make a difference. You will come to the conclusion, who am I? What is the last sentence? You realize your true potential. All of you, young boys and girls, youth of India, please repeat. Focusing your life, सब जोर से बोलिए, focusing your life solely on making a buck shows a certain poverty of ambition. It asks too little of yourself because it is only when you hitch your wagon to something larger than yourself that you realize your true potential. What is that something larger than your body mind? It is your decisions. It is your buddhi. What is right, what is wrong, what is dharma, what is adharma, what is karma, what is akarma, what is papa, what is punya. Discrimination is what the human brain can give you as a gift. Animals don't have it. Animals also are living, but we have a thinking capacity in the brain, in evolution. Why don't you use it? This is also very, very important point. Hitch your wagon to something larger. I will come to that little later. Then, what a wonderful picture. What is the cat doing? The cat is looking itself as a lion, not as a cat. The antaratma, the shakti inside, atmaihi prabhavati, na jadak kadachit. That is why Swamiji was always knocking on our heads, be lions, be lions, be lions. Shake off the delusion that you are sheep. We're so much into this tiny body-mind complex that we became sheep. We become cats, we become ordinary stuff. You forget that you are also a star. We are running behind the movie stars, running behind the sports stars, running behind advertisements, running behind shops and malls. But we forget, I am the unique person within me. Don't look at yourself as what you are or what you think you are. Go beyond the limitations. Cut the bondages, Swamiji says. Make yourself free. Two things you have to do. One is, you have to give up something. The second, you have to do something. What is that you have to give up? Break the prison walls of false self-image. A mirror is dirty. You are not in the house. You have come back to the house after 10 days. You want to see your face. You wash your face. Then you look up to the mirror. It is very, very hazy. Very bad picture of yourself. Will you be happy? Will you break the mirror? Will you throw the mirror? What will you do? You wash the mirror. You wipe the mirror. You clean the mirror. Then you are happy with that reflection inside. You can correct your mistakes. Similarly, when you go deep into yourself, you will correct your mistakes. Automatically there is light. Give up something to get something. And what you have to do? Create a new world of strength, creativity and fulfillment. Paripurna Vyakti. A total personality. Create a new world of strength. Not opposites. Not the addiction that morning you are listening to. Throw it out. And this is where Bhagavad Gita comes to our rescue. The very first chapter, Vishada Yoga. The great Arjuna, man of concentration, man of willpower. He was Savyasachi. He knew everything under the sun. He conquered sleep. He had Pashupatastra. He had the Divyastras. He had the blessing of Mother Durga. He had the blessing of Hanuman through Bhima. And he is having Krishna as his Gitacharya, as his Sarathi. But at that critical moment, he forgot himself. He's sitting with a hand on his head. What a sad picture. What an unfortunate picture, and says, I'm not going to fight. Visrijya sasharam chapam shokasam vignamanasa. Throwing away the astra shastras, which he got from Shiva and Indra and others. Visrijya, he threw it off. Just fell down with a hand on his head. Very depressive picture. But do you think Bhagavan Shri Krishna gave him Rasagulla? He said, very good, very good. Thappar mara hai. He gave him 2 slaps as it were in 2 shlokas and said, you fool, get up first. Krishna is shocked. Vivekananda was shocked with the complacency of the youth of India. Oh, we cannot do anything. Oh, we are weak. Oh, we are not good enough. That is why British played football with us. Divide and rule. Bengal was divided. India was divided. And so thousands of people were put to gallows because we lost that strength. Kutastva kashmalamidam vishame samupasthitam. The question is, Krishna is asking, from where has come this weakness, O Arjuna? You are not like this in Hastinapura. You are not like this in Indraprastha. In the 12 years of tapas that you had in the Vanavas, I did not allow you to sit quiet even for one day. I was making you prepared for the future war, and now you say you don't fight. Kutastva? What has happened to you? Kashmala? Samupastitam? Anaryam, Aswargyam, Akirti. No vacancy in heaven. You will not get a seat even Swarga. People will criticize you. Akirti. Anaryam, not like a gentleman, not like a kshatriya. You are speaking like a eunuch. Klebyam masma gamah partha naitat vaipabadyate kshudram hridaya daurbalyam tyaktva. This hridaya daurbalya, if you don't remove it, I'm very sorry state for the dharma. Tyaktva, uttishta, the word used again by Krishna is uttishta, awake, 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 because Arjuna is sitting. Body language is very poor. Yet forgotten his nature. So Krishna says, you are not Arjuna. You are not just Kunti Putra. You are not just one of the Pandavas. You are Parantapa. What is Parantapa? Scorcher of the enemies. Arjuna's missiles only Bhishma and Drona, to some extent Karna, could face. Nobody else. So powerful, so sharp were his arrows. Parantapa. Swamiji comes back from America and gives in Madras lectures this message. In Kumbakonam lecture, the mission of Vedanta, and says, Uttishta Bharata, Prabuddha Bharata, Jagrata Bharata, Jagrata Yoko. Then we go further and find out what is the first step to get answer for this. Who am I? The first step is to have a healthy and pure self-image of oneself. Clean the mirror, wash the mirror every day through prayer, through sadhana and positive thinking. And automatically from within you the answer will come. You are pure, you are Atman. Already it is there. It is just covered today. It is hazy today because of your wrong tendencies. The flow is not proper. Electricity is tripping, as it were. Have a healthy, pure self-image. Shuddha man, Shuddha Atma Ek, Sri Ramakrishna used to say. When the mind is pure, it will become one with the Atman, and the Atma Jyoti will reflect outside through your eyes, through your mouth, through your walk, through your talk. What more you want in life? How to do that? There's a beautiful message of the American writer Ralph Waldo Emerson when he says, what lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. And you are the only one who can accept the responsibility, who can experience the responsibility. And that responsibility is awesome. It's very, very glorious, very grand. All of you, my dear young friends, please memorize this and repeat loudly now. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. And you are the only one who can use your ability. It's an awesome responsibility. If you are not doing it, coming here is not important. When you go back, that is the real test of what you are taking back home from Belur Mutt. Otherwise, you will be like this fellow. You understand what the present situation is? You don't know yourself. Monday you are in one phase, Tuesday you are in another phase, Wednesday, only Sunday you are happy. Kono kaaj nahi. खिचड़ी के ये काफ़ी ये करे शुए पढ़ो. Nothing to work. You understand, this is the confusion amongst the youth today. Some amount of questioning is important, that eagerness is important, that vyakulata is important. Next we go a little quicker, to be bold and positive, my dear friends. Deliberately feed your mind with powerful, clean thoughts on a regular basis. Look at what Swamiji says to us. Have faith that you are all my brave lads, born to do great things. Let not the barks of puppies frighten you. No, not even the thunderbolts of heaven, but stand up and work. These are not just English words. They are words which have come from deep meditation and experience of Swamiji for you, for me, and for the lakhs of 60% of the youth in India. Who are misguided missiles, as it were. Lot of energy, but in the wrong direction. Region, politics, religion, caste. This is not what you are. This is not the answer for who am I. You are finding the right answer in the wrong place. Doing is very good, but that comes from thinking. Fill the brain with high thoughts, with high ideals. Place them day and night before you, and out of that will come great work. This also I request all of you to memorize. Repeat loudly, more loudly. Doing is very good, but that comes from thinking. Fill the brain with high thoughts, with highest ideals. Place them day and night before you, and out of that will come great work. So my dear friends, there are many, many positive thoughts about the question, who am I? The response that you have to do. The I is very important because that is the most friendly thing that we have every day from childhood upwards. I, but who is this I? Go back to 19 September 1893, Swamiji's lecture in Chicago on paper on Hinduism. What did he say? Standing on this platform, he's speaking to thousands of American audience. He says in his famous paper on Hinduism, here I stand, and if I shut my eyes and say, I, to conceive my existence, what is the idea before me? The idea of a body, the idea of your achievements, the idea of your position, east, west, north, south, gender, female, male, black, white, is that all? Am I then nothing but a combination of material substances? The Vedas declare, no, I am a spirit living in a body. I am not the body. The body will die, but I shall not die. And again he says, little further down the lecture, he puts another question, very important question. Is man a tiny boat in a tempest, drawn into the yawning chasm one moment, on the foam crest of a billow, and dashed, see the words, and dashed down into a yawning chasm the next, rolling to and fro at the mercy of good and bad actions, a powerless, helpless wreck in an ever-raging, ever-rushing, uncompromising current of cause and effect, a little moth placed under the wheel of causation, which rolls on crushing everything in its way and waits not for the widow's tears or the orphan's cry. Is there no hope? To that, Swamiji gives that beautiful message, Shunvantu Vishve Amrutasya Putra, when you heard that young girl speaking in the afternoon. Swamiji was singing that and America was mesmerized. What a sweet name. Finally concludes with that word, Amrutasya Putraha. Who are you? Amrutasya Putraha, children of immortal bliss. In one word, Shankaracharya refers, I will end with this. To understand the question, think about, meditate upon, first listen about Shravanam, go home and think Mananam, and you get lot of time for application and absorption, which is called Nididhyasanam. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana for any skill or any spiritual activity. Shankaracharya, who was the exponent of this Advaita Vedanta, said, Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Ananda Swarupaha. Who am I? Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Ananda Swarupaha. Loudly, all of you. Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Ananda Swarupaha. This is not French or Arabic. This is pure Sanskritam, simple words of who you are. Everybody loudly. Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Ananda Swarupaha. Put a question to yourself, who am I? The answer will come. Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Ananda Swarupaha. Think about it, meditate on it, and realize the truth. May Swamiji's blessings be all on of you. Thank you. Namaste.